Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Alternate Point of View. My name is Tracy Lee, and tonight we are going to talk about this case again that is here out of Frisco, Texas. You guys, this is causing a whirlwind in Texas and in the country. If you haven't heard about it, y'all, it is raising eyebrows in the conservative community and the Democrat liberal community, whatever you want to call it. It is driving divide among the races, white and black, and I don't know why. Because this is actually not a white-black issue. It is an issue of one young man, Austin Metcalf, lost his life at the hands of another young man, Karmelo Anthony. And this happened at in Frisco ISD School District at a track meet. And it happened on April 2nd on a rainy day where they were having a weather break because of the rain, where students were underneath a tent or canopy. And apparently Austin Metcalf asked, or maybe angrily asked, as I've stated before, I do not know all of the details of this case because the evidence has not been entered and the public is just speculating, right? We have talked about this several times in other videos. If you have not seen them, please go back and watch. What is happening right now, though, is that the public has decided to basically trial by media, okay? They have all decided to set aside the young man's life who has been lost and judge this poor young man and his family and discard him as if he is not relevant to the situation and his life is not relevant, which I think is very sad. And I was, finding a lot of sympathy for both families. Obviously, Austin Metcalf's family has lost their son, and Karmelo Anthony, his family, is having to deal with the fact that Karmelo made a really stupid decision and took another person's life. And Karmelo has to live with that for the rest of his life. And his family is going to have to deal with this decision and obviously defend their son and come up with a lot of money to defend their son. And this is a disaster all the way around, right? And we need to understand as people. But unfortunately, a bunch of YouTubers, a bunch of influencers have put their 2 cents in, and this has caused a ginormous crap storm. And now this is all turned into a justice for Karmelo situation. And yes, he is right his due process, right? You are innocent until proven guilty. And that is true. Unfortunately for Karmelo, he's guilty. He did it, whether it was by self-defense or whether it was with malice, regardless of how or why he did it. He took another person's life. So it doesn't really matter what the reason was. He committed a crime. He took a life. So what everyone is defending is nonsense. So justice for Karmelo, there is no justice. That makes no sense. So everyone is discarding Austin Metcalf as if he's a no one, as if he did something wrong or he deserved the loss of his life. And that is not fair. That is not right at all. And there is none of this FAFO shenanigans. It's not as if Austin Metcalf brought a weapon. It's not as if he was beating the shenanigans out of Karmelo Anthony. That wasn't happening. So all of this show, all of this, light and fire that they're doing for Karmelo Anthony, I just want to say, when he was coming out of the courthouse and he was released from jail, that poor child looked like he had deer in the headlights, okay? Like, he did not know what to expect. All of this spectacle that he's being made of, that's just not fair. But what I will say is happening is that this next generation action place that is being the sounding board, the spokesperson of the Anthony family, is not doing Karmelo Anthony any favors. So today they held a press conference for Karmelo Anthony and the Anthony family. And as I've stated before, it's completely fine that they're raising money for Karmelo, or that outside sources are raising money for Karmelo, because obviously his family is going to need money to have a defense for Karmelo Anthony. That's great. Wonderful. But What is not helpful is that this man who is representing them is out speaking for the Karmelo family, Anthony family. And he's saying things like, if the Frisco ISD school district had only checked the weather, if they had only looked at the weather and maybe not had the track meet in the first place. I'm sorry, what did you say? Maybe if Frisco ISD had checked the weather, Austin Metcalf would probably still be here? That doesn't make any sense. So we're going to listen to this press conference and you can decide. Now, again, we have zero evidence of what happened that day other than you can say whatever you want. You can say that Austin Metcalf did something terrible to Karmelo Anthony. You can say that Austin Metcalf said something to Karmelo. You can do whatever, you can say whatever you want. At the end of the day, Karmelo Anthony took Austin Metcalf's life. Regardless, whatever the reason, he took a life. So you can say the weather was bad. You can say that freaking Austin hit him. You can say whatever you want. At the end of the day, Karmelo Anthony took a life. So there is no justice for Karmelo Anthony. There is justice for Austin Metcalf. Now, what it is for Karmelo Anthony is, what is Karmelo Anthony's punishment going to be? Is it going to be less than, or is it going to be higher? It's not a matter of justice for Karmelo. People need to stop getting it twisted here. Austin Metcalf lost his life. So let's put things in perspective. All right, so now let's listen to what happened at this press conference, because this is an interesting press conference. It's very interesting that they did a public appearance, and this is going to be the one and only appearance that they do. I just want you to know, which I find very strange that they even did
start off this press conference
to justify.
To say something as a deep note that I can tell America. What we've seen at the beginning of this press conference, the father being at this press conference, these are my words, don't quote anybody, is a disrespect to the dignity of his son. Next Generation Action Network from the beginning has respected the loss of life. No matter our opinion of it, we have kept our opinion close. We have not attacked. We have not shared the information that was shared with us about Austin Metcalf, because
Okay, so I'm going to stop that right there and just let you know, first of all, what he's talking about at the beginning of this press conference is that Austin Metcalf's father, Metcalf, by the way, let's get that right. Metcalf is his name, not Meltcalf, whatever he's saying. Austin Metcalf's father was at the press conference. He showed up, and this man is diminishing him and saying basically, how dare him show up, and he is disrespecting his own son, who is dead, by the way, by showing up to this press conference. This man right here has zero, and I mean zero, no place to say anything. He shouldn't even be saying Austin's name, nor should I probably, because I don't even know Austin or his family. But this man shouldn't be even saying this child's name, plus mainly because he can't say it right. Because I can tell you this, if the tables were turned, which I don't even want to be saying this, but if the tables were turned, how many times have we heard say their name? If we said it wrong, we would be in big trouble. So he can't even say his name right. So no. So anyone who's being disrespectful here, you're holding a press conference for someone who took another life. Again, don't know the circumstances of what happened in this altercation. If there was an altercation, allegedly, don't know. Again, just saying, at the end of the day, Karmelo Anthony took someone's life, Austin Metcalf's life, to be specific. So the fact that they're having a press conference to continue support and monetary funds for someone who took another life, which is totally their right, just pointing out that he can't even say the young man's name right who lost his life. And then also is saying that the man whose life is lost, father is being disrespectful, is just also disrespectful. I don't even know another word to say. So, but let's continue in this farce of a press conference.
You respect the dignity of life and loss. And as a minister, I would not attack a grieving family, even if I disagree with them. When I have stood before this podium for people.
Oh, wow. That's so interesting. Even as a minister, he will not attack a grieving father. Now, listen to these words. Even if he disagrees with them. That just seems so ironic. I mean, it just seems so strange to say. That doesn't even make any sense, right? I would not attack as a minister. So you're going to start your sentence off with, as a minister, I would never attack a grieving father, even if. Just seems like, why would you even bother saying that sentence?
People who have died at the hands of law enforcement. I have asked for that same manner of respect.
Oh, wow. So, we're going to throw that in there too. So even those who have died at the hands of law enforcement, you would show that same respect to. This just seems like we're just snowballing this right down the hill.
And even when the shoe is on the other foot, I will not do that. And all I'm going to say,
we're just rolling this on it. Even if the shoe's on the other foot, oh man, you are just digging that hole deeper. Oh, what kind of minister is he, I wonder?
So it don't be asked later, is that was disrespectful and just shows you all the character. Who is not invited, he knows that it's inappropriate to be near this family.
Oh, wow. Let's just dig that deep. The water is flowing into this hole now. Now the boat is sinking. Okay, here we go. So not only is the father disrespectful to his dead son by showing up to this, this guy who's a minister would never disrespect a dead person and their family, even if he didn't agree with them. Oh, even also, if a law enforcement person killed one of their own, like a black person, oh God, never. Oh my goodness, here we go. And we're just going to keep on digging this hole. Oh my goodness. And this person would know, this father should know even better not to show up at this family's press conference. Because why? Because this is a political stunt that he's falling into.
And so I say to people, actions speak louder than words.
Actions do speak louder than words.
What he has failed into is the political operatives that want to make this thing a political thing of hate, yet bigotry, and yet racism. We have conservative operatives that have been posting nonstop about this case. It is outright disrespectful. We haven't been doing it. The Next Generation Action Network has been here, popular and unpopular. So regardless of what's going on, that was disrespectful. Disrespectful. And I will leave it to y'all to define it. But of course we want to.
Wow, I am so happy that he said that he will leave it to y'all to define it. So the father of the dead child is disrespectful for showing up to this very respectful press conference of the family of the child that killed their child. Oh, yes, you are. Oh my God, this makes so much sense now. I'm so happy that he explained this. Golly, and the fact that he's a minister makes this make more sense, you guys. I'm so, so happy. Oh my goodness. So the fact that the father of the dead child, right, is so disrespectful and that he is falling into the race baiting conservative point of view that his dead son is being exposed for. Oh my gosh, you guys. And the fact that he's a minister and he would never, ever, ever do this. And that we should decide. That makes so much sense now. And that they're holding this press conference for what? Oh, let's find out. It's not because of this whole race thing, though. Never. That would never be why. Okay, keep going.
Y'all, I'm Minister Dominique Alexander. I serve as the president of the Next Generation Action Network. Today, I come before you with a heavy heart, but determined in spirit, not just as an advocate, but as a Black man, as a father,
Really?
as a protector.
He's Black. Get out.
Community and children. There are 4 critical points I must address today, and I want to make sure that the public and the media and everyone who believes in truth and justice. First, the misinformation about the fund. From the very beginning, there was an intentional disinformation surrounding the fund created in the support of the Anthony family. The Karmelo Anthony Fund, hosted by Give, Send, Go. Let's be clear. The family has not received one dime. Any of the media could have verified this.
Okay, here's the thing about the fund. I don't care about the fund. No one should care about the fund. If someone's raising money for the Anthony family, more power to them. If the Anthony family's raising money, obviously they have a child that they have to defend. That is completely, it's a free dang country, okay? If it was your child, you would want to raise money. I've said this numerous times in past videos. This video, I'm going to keep saying it. It is not for us to judge. So whatever. It's a free country. What I am going to say about this whole GoFundMe stuff is that they are not allowed to raise money. They're going to mention this later for a defense fund. This I know because I tried to raise money for Michael Jackson Bolanos. Every single case goes back to that, y'all. And they tore that thing down within like 5 seconds. So the fact that this family was able to raise thousands of dollars for their child on GoFundMe and get that money pulled out. By the way, they're saying that they haven't pulled any money out. Whomever raised that money on GoFundMe was able to pull that money out very quickly. So trust me, that money was raised and it was taken from GoFundMe, wherever. So the money was gotten. I don't know who got it. If they didn't get it, somebody got it.
We saw on Twitter, we saw on Facebook, and so many different things of the false, lavish life of this family. $800,000 home, purchase Escalade in private security. Let me make this very clear. The Next Generation Action Network has always had its security detail. Many of you that know us in the Dallas and Fort Worth media know that we have our own security detail. One of the individuals that escorted Karmelo Anthony out of jail is here present with us now. They are a part of the Next Generation Action Network security team. The family hasn't hired any private contractors or whatever, or splurged or whatever. But if they have the audacity to spend money for their safety and security, that's their prerogative. The family has not withdrawn, and just until recently, just yesterday, they were officially notified by Give, Send, Go that they could start the withdrawal process. But if anybody know about this process, they know that takes about 2 to 3 days to withdraw from that and actually hit any account. But this blatant propaganda wasn't just about the fund. It was to discourage the public from giving to the fund. That's what this was about. Because just like TMZ was able to call, give, send, go, everybody in the media in these new.
Okay, so he's going to keep on talking to hear himself talk. At the end of the day, this is him pandering for the people to continue to give money. Don't stop giving money. So whatever y'all want to do with your money, keep giving it. If that's what you want to do, keep donating money to this family, whatever. But again, this is just him just pandering to the public. I want to get to Karmelo's mother, who is going to get up here. I'm not going to make, if you want to listen to the entire press conference, go listen to the entire press conference. But I want you to listen to his mother, because this is something, again, I've been very sympathetic to the family because I've been trying to picture myself as a mother in this situation. What would I do if it were my son? Obviously, I'm not going to put up a GoFundMe. I'm not going to advertise my business out there and have the whole world. I would not do this myself. But to each his own, right? I would be devastated, of course. I would be, like, what the heck am I going to do? It would be awful. I would totally sympathize with a mother who's going through something like this. But everybody handles things differently, right? But here is the mom.
Good afternoon. My name is Kayla Hayes. I am the mother of Karmelo Anthony. 3 years ago, my family moved to North Texas, searching for a better life. Like so many other families, we wanted to give our children the future we did not have. My husband works hard every single day to provide for us, to make sure we're in the best financial position possible. As a stay-at-home mom, I made it my life's mission to ensure our children are loved, nurtured, and supported every step of the way. In wake of this tragic incident, our family has been under attack. Whatever you think what happened between Karmelo and the Metcalf boys, my 3 younger children, my husband, and I didn't do anything to deserve to be threatened, harassed, and lied about. The lies and false accusations that have been said about us, especially over the past week, has been overwhelming. The lies and their amplification put my family in danger, as well as everyone in our community, everyone involved in the investigation, from the police, the attorneys, and the court staff. Our address and my husband's previous employer's address has been put on all social media platforms. My husband had to take a leave of absence because he's afraid what may happen to our family. His mental health is deteriorating day by day. We have endured death threats. My 13-year-old daughter is afraid to sleep in her own bedroom because she's fearful of what might happen to her. And let me be clear, the claims that were used about the public donation to buy a home or anything else are completely false. We have not received a single dime from the Give, Send, Go fundraiser. And the co-founder has stated that clearly. In the reality, we were just notified yesterday that we could begin to withdraw funds. And it still takes several days to receive those funds once a request is made. I don't know why we are being targeted and discriminated against before a fair trial. Our son deserves the same rights under the law that everyone is afforded to. He's been raised in a 2-parent home with structure, stability, love, and we put God first in everything that we do. We believe in the Constitution. We believe in the laws of this state. but those laws must apply to all of us, not just some of us. To be clear, we will not speak publicly about specific details of what happened under the tent on that rainy and awful day. There's an active investigation that everyone involved wants to be full and fair. We believe in the legal process, and that is where the truth will come out. To the family who experienced the loss, my heart truly goes out to you. To those who have supported my family, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We ask for your continued support, patience, and prayers as we navigate this difficult process. Thank you.
Okay, so so that speech she gave, right? You're sitting there and you're just like, oh my gosh, I just feel so bad. You almost forget for a second that she's talking about the fact that her child took another person's life. You almost think for a second that they were in some sort of natural disaster, they lost their home, like something crazy like that. You almost forget that her son is the suspect. Her son's the one being charged with killing somebody. But no, that's not it. Y'all, this is crazy. These people are up here. They're not the victims. Okay? Again, there's evidence. There's going to be a trial. There's going to be all these things, right? But if Austin Metcalf lost his life, okay? They are not here in front of this, having this press conference because the weather was bad, because there was a track meet, because it was April 2nd. They're not here having this press conference because they're God-fearing, because they're a two-parent household, because they moved there 3 years ago trying to find a better life. No, they are here because their son took another person's life. Let's not forget why they're here in the first place. But no, she literally stood there and said, we did nothing to deserve this. Okay. You were at work. You were going about your day. No. If this happened to me, if I was at work going about my day, whatever, you're right. I didn't do anything. I did nothing. But if my son made a stupid decision and did something this ridiculously dumb, I would not be standing there blaming the fact that, oh my God, if we hadn't have moved here 3 years ago looking for a better life, oh, if the school had only decided not to have that track meet, if they had just called a weather day, if the school would only not expel my child and let him graduate with all the other kids over this little thing, a thing called, I don't know, taking another person's life. What the heck? That's not asking for too much, is it? I don't know in what world these people, and I mean these people, these entitled people. I'm not talking about dang color. Okay, again, I don't know why this is about color in the first freaking place. This is just between right and wrong, making a stupid decision and not. But what? I'm sorry. She literally just said her husband is having mental problems every day because they're going through situations where they're having people threaten them, or they're having their address put online, or what have you. Austin Metcalf's family. I'm sorry, Austin is gone. He's never coming back. If anybody's going through mental problems, it's that family. Oh, and by the way, that family has been swatted to the point, like literally whatever that's called. The SWAT team came to his mother's home. And raided it. You're telling me You're telling the whole world, the public, that your husband had to take a leave of absence because your son made this stupid decision to take another person's life. But oh my God, it's everyone else's fault because your address has been put online because you decided to move there 3 years ago in search of a better life because you're God-fearing and you're a stay-at-home mom and blah, blah. What? Oh, and thank God for the Next Generation Action Network and this guy, this minister who would never disrespect the dead and their family. Oh, man. You guys, I, again, don't know all the evidence of this case, but let me just tell you, this is a ginormous crap show. And if y'all have any other point of view than what mine is, I'm just telling you, this is my point of view. I don't have any evidence based on the case. Obviously, this is my point of view on this fun circus that we're seeing. I feel terrible for Austin Metcalf's family. I feel terrible for his twin brother. I cannot imagine what they are going through. And I'm trying to have sympathy still for Karmelo Anthony's family. I cannot believe the fact they're having to go through this and his siblings. And I mean, but look, he's out on bail. He is getting to be with his family and they are having this public farce all over television and the public is buying into it and they are eating it up and they are advertising it everywhere. And poor Austin Metcalf is literally being crapped on and his entire family is, and he is not here. So I think we need to put things in perspective and see the bigger picture here and stop doing this. So that's my 2 cents. That's my point of view. Let me know what you guys' point of view is and put it in the comments and, put it out there. Tell me what you think. And I'm going to keep talking about this case because it's a big deal here in Texas and we got more stuff coming up. Lots of great, crazy things. I'm not going to say great, but it is crazy stuff going on. We had a crazy shooting at Florida State. We had another one here up in Dallas. There's just crazy stuff going on in the world. So let's talk about it. And if you want me to cover anything else, put it in the comments. I want to hear from you and I'll talk to you later. Thanks a lot.